Kelly DeVille here with a box. You might be asking yourselves, why is she sitting in here with a box contemplating the emptiness of her life? Well, I'll tell you, this box is cursed. It has weird spooky shit in it. The other side actually says cursed, do not open in big letters, but my address is also on the other side, so I'm not gonna show it to you. The last time I opened this box was about a year ago, actually. The guy I was dating at the time was over, and I might have had one too many, if you know what I mean, and we were down in the garage, and I was like, hey, let me show you what's in this box, and he's all like, the one that says do not open, and I'm like, yeah, let's open it, which is what we're gonna do now. So the box is on the floor, let's open it, and beware the curse. Oh yeah, I remember getting this. So here we have a post-mortem. It's a dead baby in a bubble frame that I got at Hale in East Nashville. So I bought this in, I want to say 2018. And after I bought it and hung it up, just weird stuff started happening. You know, I'm gone throughout the day, you know, at work, and I would come home and a light switch that I never use to the back porch would be flipped on, and I would flip it off, come back, it's flipped back on. Like, it wasn't me turning it on. I had no need to turn it on. There was a plaque hung up in my dining room, and I came home and it was just on the floor, just weird. A bunch of weird stuff has happened collectively to the point where I had my dad come over and clear the house thinking, you know, was somebody living like in a closet or something? Like, things just they progressed to that point. But yes, here we have in a bubble frame. It's super dusty. It's been in the garage, as a British person might say, in this box. What else? In here's my embalming tools, looks like. So, no wonder the shit's cursed. These are used embalming tools. Don't ask me to tell you what they are. I don't know. All I know is they clean out dead folks. Why do I have embalming tools, you might wonder? Well, easy. Impromptu embalming. You never know when you're gonna need to embalm somebody, and when the day comes, I'm gonna be like, hey guys, I got my tools and you don't, so who's laughing now? Not me. These are so dirty. Ugh. Double as a weapon. 007. There's so much stuff in here. I don't know what any of these are, but I love collecting them. I think they're just super neat to have. Antique, you know, old embalming tools. And yeah, I started collecting these in 2014, and just weird things since that. There's always been weird things. Remember, I came home one day, I'm not sure if I shared this story before, to my house where I was living at the time. My, then fiance dropped me off, and there was nobody there, it was just me, and it was late at night, and I was in the kitchen, and I just got the weirdest feeling. It was, nothing creepy had taken place, but I'm like, I'm not alone, like, I feel like I'm being watched. And I moved into the den, heading towards the hallway, and it became so overwhelming that I backed myself up to the wall. I stopped, and I'm like, what is happening? Nobody's gonna sneak up on me. I'm on the wall, and I was looking down the hallway, and I heard this, what I can describe as a hissing sound coming from the end of the hallway, and my room was at the very end, so I needed to get down there anyway. The door was shut because my cats were in there, and I'm just slowly, it was like in a horror movie, I'm slowly making my way down this hallway, and the sound is getting louder and louder, and I find that it's coming from inside my room. And it wasn't, hissing is the best I can describe it. It wasn't the cats. It was like steam, maybe. And I slowly opened the door like in a horror movie. And the cats are by the door meowing, but the sound is still going. So it wasn't them, and it's in my room. Now, there was nothing in there mechanical that would have made that sound. It was the strangest thing, so you better believe I booked it down that hallway, and I, called my fiance, and I'm like, you need to get down here because there is some spooky shit. There is a spooky specter in here. And he got there and the sound was gone. Never knew what it was, but just, that is one example of the weird stuff that takes place around here. This is like a futuristic pew, pew, pew. I'm 5. Gun. Again, I can't really tell you. It's been a while since I looked up, the tools. Why am I going is because there's gunk in these, and I don't know. There's more of these, but you get the idea. Just tubes. The curse. Oh, here's my favorite one. It's a needle injector gun. I do know what this is. This was also purchased at Hale in East Nashville. I don't actually have the needles. There's a store on Etsy that I know does sell the needles. You wire the mouth shut on the corpse with this. So, if you're talking too much, I don't think it makes that sound. That is also my laser gun sound, so... Yeah, I've got so many of these, and they all look vaguely similar here. A lot of tubes. The Ouija board was taken out. There was a Ouija board in here, and that's actually now downstairs as decor, because why not? I used to ride around with it in my trunk, because, necromancer's on the go. So that is all I'm going to pull out of the box right now. The rest of it are tubes and some more tools, but... since collecting this stuff, not to mention just general strangeness, my dad being a wizard and all, there's just been so many weird events, and it reached a point, like with the light switches, the attic light was turned on, and again, it wasn't me because I don't go up there. That's scary. Ramon, my friend with the hook hands, he lives up there. I'm not messing with him. That light would be turned on. Stuff was thrown to the floor. The animals just... upset, sort of the cliche things, and it culminated to such a point that, my sisters were like, I think you have somebody living in your house. So my dad came over, and everything completely undisturbed. I finally taped the light switch, put tape over it so it would stop doing that. But it reached a point where finally I said, you know what, we're gonna box this stuff up. The Ouija board, post-mortems. I think I have a couple more downstairs actually. The graveyard dirt, as in dirt I obtained from a grave, the alleged satanic church in Columbia, Tennessee. So, everything I just finally put away. These herbs, to open gateways and such, everything was just put it away, beware the curse, do not open. And what did I do? I opened it. So thank you all for joining me, and beware the curse.